Any other questions? Gentlemen, Representative Machel, sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, same question that I asked the sponsors. Not necessarily eliminating the cliff, but putting in a safety net where we raise the threshold to $2 million, eliminate the cliff, but we push it up to $1 million. So every dollar after $1 million is taxed. Obviously, that would help in this current situation. And I think, no disrespect, I think some of your statistics are skewed in regards to people moving out of the state. And I don't think it's necessarily all because of the estate tax. I think part of it is due to just our economic climate. And as we rebuild our infrastructure and meds and eds grow, you'll start seeing some of these higher income individuals coming back to the state of Rhode Island because, as you all know, the state of Rhode Island is a great place to be. And, not everybody wants to live in Florida. It may sound great on paper, but I think Representative Morgan stated, half of the year is miserable down there. And utility costs are cheaper. The reality of it is Rhode Island is unique upon itself. Our population is a difficult component to deal with because we only have so much to draw from for revenue purposes. We obviously can't do everything at once, but if we can take small bites at the apple, we can eventually get there as our economy strengthens over time and our infrastructure builds. So the same question is posed to you, gentlemen, is that we may not be able to do it all, but if we're able to raise the exemption level to $2 million and at least eliminate that fall to $1 and drop it and increase it to $1 million, obviously that'll help.
I think any step in that direction is a positive step. Assuming the people in Rhode Island are similar to those in Connecticut, my research would say that unless you at least meet that, you're still going to have the 55% of the people that are going to move primarily due to the state tax. But again, since we're starting here and going to there, if you do anything in the right direction, I know that will send a positive message. So that is a positive thing. And y'all are the ones that have to figure out how to pay for it. So, that we leave to you. Yes. No, if I may. But again, your point about there are other reasons, and that was my point about we all know somebody that's moved. There's many marginal drivers. I think what we try to do with statistics and numbers is to be able to point to, of the vast reasons out there people move, something happened in 2004 that had an amazing impact on the outmigration of our wealth, and the estate tax is what we believe that push was.
I would just add, we're willing to take a look at the numbers. Part of the problem is that we're such an outlier simply because we have an estate or inheritance tax, as you've heard previously. So if that was going to move us more into the norm nationally, I'd be more inclined to say yes. But the fact is we're an outlier for having it, and having the second lowest exemption level in New Jersey, we're really sort of behind the eight ball. But if you were going to significantly increase the exemption level, and I take it what you're suggesting is just lower the cliff down to some arbitrary number, that would add some complexity to it, but we'd be willing to look at the numbers. Certainly our preference would be to eliminate the cliff just as a matter of fairness.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, I think, is a $5 million exemption equal to the federal exemption. I think that makes the most sense. It makes it easy for people to understand. It makes it easy for people to do the tax returns. Obviously, any step in that direction is something that we'd be very interested in. I think it is important to realize that we are already a minority of states, and amongst that minority, we have a very low exemption that disappears. So we have a ways to go on that road. We're obviously willing to take every step we can to get there, but we have a ways to go.
Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate your testimony this evening.